What's up, y'all? So today I wanted to do a review on the Leica Q. I have been shooting with this camera since October and I have fallen in love with it, which I expected to. But today I wanted to talk more about it and why I love it so much. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the lens, which is incredible. The 28mm 1.7 Summilux, which is what comes attached to the Leica Q, is absolutely phenomenal. This is everything that you buy into. This is exactly why you get into the Leica brand to begin with, and it does not disappoint. You will be pleased with these images every single time you pull them up into Lightroom. The DNG files are rich and the colors are vibrant and almost require very, very little editing, which has been a pleasant surprise. Let's take a look at a few photos to see what I'm talking about. One of the other things that I really enjoy about this camera is the build quality. It's light, but it's still heavy though. Like, it still has a decent weight to it, but it's still light and compact and something that you would take with you every day. You wouldn't feel like it's too heavy, or like a DSLR where you would probably shoot bigger projects and stuff for work or commercial work and it sits at home when you go out on a Saturday. This is the type of camera you bring with you pretty much everywhere, which to me is one of the reasons why I think it becomes the best camera I've ever used, is because of the ability to take it everywhere. The best camera you have is the one that you have on you, and this camera gives you that ability to take it with you everywhere. A few other things that I have fallen in love with this camera is the dynamic range. It is absolutely incredible. Being able to pull out details and shadows that I've never been able to do before was super, super impressive. Another thing that I have eventually fallen in love with this camera are the crop frame lines that they give you. You know, obviously it's a fixed 28mm lens, but it also gives you the ability to switch to 35mm with crop lines and 50mm with crop lines. And at first it was something that I thought was kind of gimmicky, maybe something I wouldn't use very much, but I have actually grown quite fond of it, and it's helped me compose images in a new, fun way, especially shooting portrait work. It kind of helps you look at it from a 50mm perspective instead of the wide 28, especially when you want something to be a little more compressed and have more of a portrait type of look, for instance. A few other things that I have grown to love about this camera is the EVF. Super bright, the resolution is beautiful. It's really nice just to pick it up and look inside of it. You'll find yourself actually picking it up a lot and just looking inside of it and just focusing on certain things. Which brings me to my next point, the autofocus. Autofocus is super fast, really easy. It seems to pick up on exactly what you're trying to focus on pretty much 95% of the time. And if not, then of course you can always tap into this beautiful gliding manual focus. That's my review of the Q. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more photos that I've taken with the Q. And I'm gonna leave you guys with a few more photos to enjoy. Peace. Which I don't shoot with enough of, I will say, admittedly, but when I do, it's always super, super fun, especially with portraits when you're really trying to nail it. That focus on that eye or on that chin or that nose, and you want to make sure that it's perfect.